We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. I have a question.
Eric King.
Shallow be Prince, yeah. They made me forget about my job, we are. They tell me say they probably need a more, we are. They see people that made me forget we are. I the men and teaching get a camera. TP, roll. They skinny for a plenty and we don't know. I singing this song from my soul. The people that we fool tell are so cool. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The people that we put there, we not know say. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The people that we put there, we not know say. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The people that we put there, we not know say. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The people that we put there, we not know say. Baga fu wile la brain people. Baga me wa to for ile we fully people. They gina go nowhere la only fire. It's going on you can the jere you can get her. Baga na tinela you doing so. The tinela you on a record come so. Baga na tinela you doing so. The tinela you on a record come so.
We was sitting with them Waga break gang. I would my phone and you with chin leg. There was 16 a very mere dance. As soon we put it then I see a chitty pay. Waga they former criminal or directors. The one that's doing Eddie government made them ministers. Waga tell 100 they no car will issue more. If I bring policy that would be fighting drugs. Who need to go see DEA for the over job? They hadn't said it for they still wanted this bigger job. But then we put it for better no food for common people. You only travel when you can buy you be sacking people.
We bring the keeper, we not know say. The keeper that we put there, we not know say. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The keeper that we put there, we not know say. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The keeper that we put there, we not know say. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The keeper that we put there, we not know say.
Oh, thank you very much. I have a
Shallow be Prince, yeah. They made me forget about my job, we are. They tell me say they probably need a more, we are. They see people that made me forget we are. I the men and teaching get a camera. TP, roll. They skinny for a plenty and we don't know. I singing this song from my soul. The people that we fool tell are so cool. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The people that we put there, we not know say. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The people that we put there, we not know say. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The people that we put there, we not know say. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The people that we put there, we not know say. Baga fu wile la brain people. Baga me wa to for ile we fully people. They gina go nowhere la only fire. It's going on you can the jere you can get her. Baga na tinela you doing so. The tinela you on a record come so. Baga na tinela you doing so. The tinela you on a record come so.
We was sitting with them Waga break gang. I would my phone and you with chin leg. There was 16 a very mere dance. As soon we put it then I see a chitty pay. Waga they former criminal or directors. The one that's doing Eddie government made them ministers. Waga tell 100 they no car will issue more. If I bring policy that would be fighting drugs. Who need to go see DEA for the over job? They hadn't said it for they still wanted this bigger job. But then we put it for better no food for common people. You only travel when you can buy you be sacking people.
We bring the keeper, we not know say. The keeper that we put there, we not know say. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The keeper that we put there, we not know say. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The keeper that we put there, we not know say. We bring the keeper, we not know say. The keeper that we put there, we not know say.
Fellow Liberians, home and abroad, it's a privilege again for us to be on here. And we want to use this occasion to extend our thanks and appreciation to all of you. We want to say thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so very kindly. We appreciate your presence here. We want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. As usual, we ask that you please do us a favor. And that favor that we require of you is to kindly help us to hit the share button. Share with friends, share with family members, so that all of us can get ready, to have such a wonderful discussion. I want to use this time to welcome Derek P. Jala. Thank you so much, our brother Derek Jala, for your presence here. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. I want to also take this time to welcome Moluba G. Zize. Thank you so much, brother Moluba Zize. We appreciate you for your presence here. Uh, Thank you so very kindly. We also want to welcome Evelyn Quia. Thank you so much, Evelyn Quia, for your presence here. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. Salia Lansana Kane, how are you? Thank you so very kindly. Following us there from Broadville City, you are highly welcome. We appreciate you. So, all of you that are following us, you can just, do us a favor so that the late time we have, we can recognize and appreciate your presence here. You can just, write something so that, we can or just appreciate, recognize, and welcome you. Thank you so very kindly. Yeah, thank you so very kindly. Brother Derek, thank you so much. Salia, we appreciate you. So, all of you, just do us a favor. Just, you can tell us where you are watching us from if you care, or you can just, maybe uh, give a comment or so that we can know, or just a letter so that we can know, appreciate you while you are here with us. So, please do us that favor. Do us that favor. Do us that favor. Again, I want to say, those of you who are following us on our YouTube channel, I want to appreciate you for following us on the YouTube channel. Thank you so very kindly. For those of you on the YouTube, I want to say thank you. For those of you that are following us on Twitter, yeah, now we can get Twitter now. We got Twitter, we got X. I know we got X. So yeah, we have X. So for those of you who are following us there, on X, we want to say please, you are welcome. You can also just do us a favor, and that favor that we require you to do for us is just to hit for us the share button. Yeah, share with friends, share with family members, so that all of us know that we are here. Please, let's know that we are here. Yeah, so please do us a favor. Please share with friends, share with family members, and let's have a wonderful, 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 wonderful time. Thank you so much. Thank you. I am also sharing, so that's what I'm doing. So we are sharing while you are here, or while you are there sharing, we are also here doing our part, because we must also do what we are supposed to do in order for us to, get the information across. So again, I want to say welcome. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you so very kindly. We appreciate all of you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so very well. We appreciate you. So this afternoon, this morning, this evening, Mark Kamara, thank you so much for uh, following us. Thank you for your presence here. Andy Enta, thank you so much, Andy. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so very kindly. I mean, all of you are highly welcome. We do appreciate all of you. Thank you so very kindly. We appreciate all of you. Honorable Solomon, thank you so much for your presence here. Yeah, thank you so much. Honorable Solomon, we appreciate your presence here. It's a privilege for us to have you here. Thank you so very kindly. We appreciate you here. Thank you so very kindly. Following us there from Bon County. Thank you so much. Nelson, thank you so much. Nelson Bogor, thank you so much. We appreciate you, Nelson, for your presence here. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so very kindly. All of you are highly appreciated. So, while this music is playing, let me grab myself water. Yeah, I want to grab myself a bottle of water. So yeah, let's grab ourselves a bottle of water while we get
Oh,
ready
thank you very much. I have
to
a
bring
question.
you what
Eric
we are supposed to bring you.
Shallow beauty prince, yeah. They made me forget about my job.
All right, so just hit for us the share button,
We are.
please.
They see people that made me forget we are.
Hit the
And the
share
men and
button, share
keeping
with
get a
friends,
Pamela.
share with family members.
TP, roll. They skinny for plenty and we don't know. I singing this song from my soul. The people that we tell are so cool. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The people that we put there, we not know so. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The people that we put there, we not know so. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The people that we put there, we not know so. We bring the keeper, we not know so. The people that we put there, we not know so.
All right, okay. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Lawrence K. Clark Jr., you are welcome. Pauline Zion, thank you so much. And Nelson, we appreciate all of you. You are such a wonderful, wonderful people. You are just wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting what we do. You may not necessarily agree with us. You may not necessarily be part of the political institution that we are part of. But for the fact that you support what we do, you come here respectfully disagree, we think is something that is laudable, and we want to say thanks to all of you. Thank you so very kindly. I want to begin with this. Our people have this adage that when you bend down to look at another person, remember that it is possible that another person is also looking at you. Whenever you point your fingers or your finger at somebody, there is always a possibility that some of the fingers that you are pointing or the finger that you are pointing, it is possible that one or two is coming right back at you. It's coming right back at you. I grew up in the time, in the family, in a tradition where when the two parents are making confusion, the children are far from there and the children are even playing in the field. The parents do not involve the children in their confusion. I grew up in the culture, in the tradition, in the generation where when the two parents are at loggerhead, we the children, you will be surprised that we will be eating in one bowl and playing fun and going around. The parents will keep their disagreement between them and not with the children because they know very well that at the end of the day, the children has nothing to do with whatever their disagreements, are or is. Now, these people were not the most educated, but they kept that value and they know that we will not allow our anger to affect our kids. As compared to this generation that we're now living in with all of the sophistication, and etc., where we are doing something opposite. I am saying this to bring you to a point where we are right now under the Joseph Numa Boyka led administration. When Boyka was part of the opposition CPP, these people felt that the best way, the most correct way to tangle the government is to come at the ordinary people. They did things that will affect the ordinary people because at the end of the day, what they were doing was affecting the ordinary people. We saw Mr. Boyka proudly supporting Liberians here in the US to go to Congress and ask Congress not to support Liberia. These people are on record. Where are they today? Where is my sister Yasendi? When they were part of the CPP, they organized series of protests, marches, etc., etc. And they proudly came on different social media and beat their chest and say, yes, we were calling for sanction on Liberia. When they were part of the opposition, they pay money to people, to lobbyists, to make the government look bad. And let me tell you something. You don't blame these lobbyists because it is their work. They've been paid to do what they are good at doing. You pay them, they give you what you want. So we saw the Unity Party collecting money, giving it to people to ensure that the Weah-led administration is brought to its knees. They were using media institutions. They were using individuals. They were using situation and circumstances to print the government funny because they didn't want the government to survive or to succeed. They said all sort of things about people who were working in the government, how the government is corrupt, how these people, they are killers, to the extent that these people sat on platform and they were brave enough to say, President Weah took 3 kidney, he put it in a bag, he going all the way to South Africa for kidney replacement and what have you, blah, 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 and stuff like that. Today, your LBS director, Eugene Fagon, another useless one, is on record of saying that the bag where President Weah was carrying, you were carrying kidney around, you were going for transplant, kidney transplant. You have people like Jerome Verdier, who use the Spoon platform and attack innocent individual and said Jefferson Tamakoji was involved in this. In fact, they said Jefferson Koji had armies around. But today we can see the army that they claim that Jefferson Tamakoji had. We can see them. Oh, Nathaniel Magea, Zebra Unit, this, that, because they wanted to put sanction on the government. Because they wanted for the government to be sanctioned. So they said all kinds of things. They told the Liberian people that they're supposed to be eating 5 times a day. And it was because of President Weah's incompetence. That's why they were not eating 5 times a day. They told the Liberian people that, look, we have the gold, the diamond within the period of less than 2 months. Liberia can be like Dubai. They told the Liberian people there is no need for anybody to sell on the street because we have all of the resources. Children are supposed to be sitting at the house and their parents will be paid. These people are on record. Joyce, how are you, Mama? Sheikh Kamara, you are welcome. Thank you for joining us.
So they say everything that you can even think about from heaven. The Liberia was going to be a better place when they become blah 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 and stuff like that. I do not want you to believe what I am saying. I want to play a clip here. I want to play a clip. And I want you to please. I want you to please listen to this clip. I want you to please listen to this clip. Just bear with me. Let me bring it right here. I think I put it somewhere. I want you to hear what Mr. Boyka said about the Liberian people, about the suffering of our people, blah, 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 blah. I want you to listen. So let me go here and play it from here. Let me see if I can play it from here. Okay. Let's see if I can save it here and play it from here. Video. Okay. Let me save it to video. All right. So let me play it from right here. Let me play it from here so you can listen to what Mr. Boyka said yesterday. Okay, fine. That's good.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies to go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have. And I can assure you, if you check your exactly 4 months from today.
So let's see.
Right?
Let's bring it right here. Okay. So I want you to listen, fellow Liberians, to Mr. Boyka. You know, when we are saying to you that this old man is a pathological liar and the lie is catching up with him, some of you get angry at us. You get angry. Justice D. Boka, you are welcome. Thank you for joining us. When we tell you that these people ran a campaign on lies, deception, hypocrisy, some of you say, oh, we lying. How you talk to old man like this? How you talk to old man like this? We get old people in our family. And we respect them a lot. We respect old age because we believe that old age is a blessing. We believe that old age is supposed to be a fountain of wisdom where the young people can go and be able to drink from that fountain. We also know that when people are old, lies are out of their tongue because they do not care about how you will feel. I continue to say this. The older a man gets, is the more courageous he becomes and fearless he becomes in expressing what is right. The older a man's get, or the older we get as human, is the less important we attach to luxury or to opulence living. The older we get is the more authentic we become. Because as a man's grow up, or as we grow up, it's almost like we are getting back or we are transforming back to our child stage. The children get you will beat a child, as soon as they turn around, they coming right back at you who beat them. The child, you will lie to the child 2-3 times, he will still trust you. When you come here, I will back for you. You can't buy the kenny. You run to your mama, oh, you back in. That child will continue to do it because in his mind is clean, his mind is free, it's fair. You get that? So the older a man's get, or the older we become, is the more, fearless we become. We look in the faces of people and tell them what is truth. I'm listening to people saying, hey, politics are lie, hey, politics are lie. It's because you are a liar. That's the reason why you say politics are lie. It's because you are deeply rooted in lies. So you use the occasion and say, oh, politics are lie. The politics is not lie. You take it to be lie because that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. So we told the Liberian people from the very beginning and said to them that Mr. Boyka is not an option for a better Liberia. Choosing Boyka means a disaster for our country. But our people did not listen. The clips are there. The records are there. Fellow Liberians, I want us to listen to Mr. Boyka during the campaign time, what he told the Liberian people. I want us to listen.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school.
We will not allow small children to sell market when they should be in school. I will play everything first. I want you to listen. Then I will go back. Then we'll take it easy, cheer. Listen to Boyka.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies to go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have. And I can assure you, if you check your calendar, it's exactly 4 months from today. Today's the 10th, right? When is the election? You start checking. 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming up. You will see a Liberia that will give you hope. You will see a Liberia where corruption will be thing of the past because
You listening to Mr. Boyka, right? You will see a new Liberia. That's true. He was talking. We are now seeing that new Liberia. It is the new Liberia where police officers are angry and they will take law into their own hand and nothing will come from other. It is that new Liberia that Joseph Numa Boyka promised you. Joseph Numa Boyka was right when he told you will see a new Liberia. You will see a Liberia where the rule of law will be disrespected by the president. Oh, there's the new Liberia. Joseph Numa Boyka was right when he spoke that you will see a new Liberia. A new Liberia where the journalists will be intimidated. A new Liberia where the government will order the killing of her people. And nobody will go and stand in court and account for that. A new Liberia where, fellow Liberians, our passports will be given to foreigners, will be given to criminals and crooks and gangs and drugs law. That is the new Liberia. You will see a new Liberia. A Liberia where you will see criminals be reincarnated in government. A new Liberia where the president, NGO, will receive more money from state-owned enterprises or from or organization or from how you call or entity of government that is supposed to be contributing towards the government budget. They'll be contributing more towards the president on, he calls it philanthropist organization. That's the new Liberia you see. This man said, our children will not be on the street.
We
That's what
will
he said.
not allow small children to sell market when they should.
Yeah, small children will not sell market. Now, small children are not selling market. Even the big people say are not selling market. You've taken them off the street or taken them off the market, right? And you send them to schools. Now they are in schools. Their parents have work. Now work is floating all over the place. Jobs are all over the place. Liberians are now working, according to Joseph Numa Boyka. That's why he promised us. That's what Joseph Numa Boyka promised. He said the children will not be on the street. I want you to look around you. Can't you see that the children are not on the street no more? Are you seeing it there? Eh? The children are not on the street, right? You are seeing it. This old man mounted a platform and lied to the people. You see, let me tell you something. During the period of campaign, it's almost like you are signing an agreement with the people. You are signing an agreement. Every political party sign an agreement with the people. When you go in the community, you go in markets, in other areas and say, vote for me. I will do A, that's the agreement. I will do B, that's the agreement. I will do C, that's the agreement. So government sign agreement with the people. And there's the reason why for some of us, we will continue to hold Boyka feet to the fire. Because when you sign an agreement, you live up to that agreement. We'll hold you responsible. You said we should hold you responsible. Look at today what is happening. Look at what is happening today. Our children are being raped. Do you know that rape has increased? Do you know that? Domestic violence is on the increase. Oh, do you know that? It is a shame on this man who understands government, according to him, for the 2 years experience, that these things will be happening. Liberia is now on working a list for US visa restriction. Should it even be happening? Should Liberia even be on the list? No, honor a we-led government that you condemn. You say, oh, the government is there, it's inexperienced people. We did not see Liberia on red or coming to red list or green list or pink list. We did not see it. The man that you claim that don't know anything about government, that he is incompetent, unqualified. He is not even supposed to be in government. He bring bunch of incompetent people, young boys, who don't even know their direction. We did not see. We did not see these kind of things that we are seeing. Look at what we are faced with today. Should Liberia be on our listing? Let me tell you, you know why Liberia is there? You know why Liberia is there? It's for so many reasons. Liberia is not there because fellow Liberians only for passport business. That is not the only thing that Liberia is there for. You see, the Unity Party, these people like Joseph Numa Boyka behavior, we already know. Joseph Numa Boyka never want to take responsibility for his action. That's how he looking like. Even during the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf regime, Joseph Numa Boyka would never want to own up to his mistake. Even though he was in the government, second man in the government, received money and blah, 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 and supposed to be the co-pilot on the ship. But guess what happened? Joseph Numa Boyka will always push Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf under the bus and dress back. That is the characteristic of Joseph Numa Boyka. You think we are surprised? You think we are surprised at the behavior of Joseph Numa Boyka and his gang? No, Joseph Numa Boyka is not the kind of person that wants to take responsibility. Marcus Bolo, you are welcome. Sunny Cole is in the house. So Joseph Numa Boyka from day one, this man has always pushed the blame on other people. He has always blamed other people for everything and not blame himself for anything. That is Joseph Numa Boyka characteristics. They will always want to look for people who they will put a fault on. He never want to own up to his own mistake. I want us to listen to the foreign affairs minister, what she said. I want us to listen to her. Let me see. I think I should have it here. So let's just get it right here, and then I want you to. Where did I put this? Is it here or there? Just bear with me. Let me check where I put this. Oh, I didn't put it there. Wow. Oh, sorry. Sometimes. Let me see if I can bring it right here so that all of us can listen to it. Just bear with me as I want us to listen to this particular video of the foreign minister. Okay, it's right here. Uh, just bear with me. Let me copy it from here. Okay, so let me just bear with me. I got to do so many things here. Sometimes we are multitasking. We got to produce and present. We're doing everything all at once. So bear with us. Just bear with us, please. Okay, so I have it here. And I want you to listen to the minister, hear what she is saying here. Say here. Sorry, my people. I got to. Okay, it's video far. Sorry. Okay.
On the issue of the US visa, the information that we receive in the
So
news,
listening to
along with
the foreign affairs minister, this is to tell you that the people don't even have the connections in DC. They are completely disconnected. I'm telling you. Look, it is a surprise for the foreign minister to tell us that she listening to the information from us. She's not even aware of it. You see how disconnected this government is? No, it's serious. That even those of us who are not government official, we get people in the area that can be able to tell us before some information come up for us to tell our people. At least they gave us heads up that, my man, this is this, this is this. But for a whole government to sit down in front of the House of Parliament, the foreign minister, and tell her that she now know that on Facebook she hear it. You see how disconnected these people are? You see how disconnected they are as a government? You know what makes this country called the United States is a great nation? Because even when you are discussing in your room, they have the ability to hear. Before you can strike, they already know. And that should be with every government. You should have people inside that will be able to give you information. So the government is not even, look, Joseph Newman Boyka government is completely disconnected from the world. When you get a bunch of people who attention is to steal, to enrich themselves, they do not care about opening their ears. And that's one of the things that I must give Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf credit for, like her or not. That's one of the things I'm going to give her credit for. Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, she had her ears all over the Omaha ears. Under her regime, oh, she was using money to make a government fund. So before the other one would come, she will already know, bang, bang, bang. She go there. But listening to the foreign minister telling us, so it means that even if it is anything against the people, the government side will not know that we don't want on Facebook. That's why there's a need for you to continue to follow us, for you to continue to support us, because the information that we bring to you is authentic. Listening to information minister telling us, she not even know that on Facebook she see it. We are in a mess. That what the songwriter say, the government is a dead bucket. Listening to Minister of Foreign Affairs, listening to her.
On the issue of the US visa restriction, the information that we received in the news, along with everybody else through social media, was a surprise to us.
You hear it? It was a surprise to the government. So telling you that the information or the international information arm of the government is completely disconnected. It's completely disconnected. Zondo B. Mark, you are welcome. Thank you for joining us. No. Look, these people will tell you, look, it's a moment of open confession from these people. They are telling you that we are incompetent. We are not in connection with the rest of the world. We have nobody that is listening for us internationally, because some of this information, you should already at least be in the know. You should get people who will be able to give you information, who will be able to tell you some of these things before they even come up. You already informed. Then you will use your own diplomatic chain or individual within the diplomatic circle to be able to quiet down some of the things. When President Weah was president, do you know some of the things that he was able to quietly resolve behind the scene without the Liberian people not even knowing? Do you know? Do you know some of the arrangement that he had to make behind the scene so that the Liberian people can even hear about it? In the interest of the Liberian people? Some of the negative news that he was able to counteract and deal with it right on the spot? Do you know that? Do you know that? So this is just to tell you that these guys have absolutely no knowledge on God. You just bring bunch of redundant people who have come to steal and enrich themselves, pay their mortgages in areas. You bring them and say they are government official. So they are basically looting and not even listening. I give you an example. I'm always proud of this because that's the institution that nurtured me. That's my foundation. I'm a scout. If you are a scout, before becoming part of any institution, that have gone through the trainings of scouting, you have the ability and you will know if something is supposed to happen, because you will already get people. You get that scout training that tells you to have ears on the ground. So this is to tell you that the government self is not even organized. The government is not even organized. That her entire foreign, how you call, arm, it's weak. For the foreign minister to sit down in front of the Liberian people and tell them, oh, they think you're talking about visa, we not know about you. That on Facebook we hear it. And you hear it. We, who you can't hear, you insult, you call us names. We are even well informed more than the people who just said Newman Boyka get position to. We are even informed that the foreign minister will not even be aware. What makes you the foreign minister of the republic? You hear for the government. You have people in places that will give you signal. Look, What Madam Beslo Nyati said is scaring for us as a nation. You know why it is scary? It's to tell you that there is a big disconnect in the foreign sector. There is a big disconnect. Why you think you have ambassadors at the United Nations? Why you think you have ambassadors in this diplomatic cycle? Why you think you have people in these places so that they can hear and inform you? Then you take the necessary action to avoid embarrassment. But if the foreign minister will come to tell us, and I know this speaks volume of how disconnected Liberia is. It speaks volume of how disconnected we are. That even Breaker said, hey, people, they are not even informed. How will you be informed when you are busy stealing? When you are busy about yourself, for yourself, of yourself?
On the issue of the US visa
So listen.
restriction, the information that we received in the news, along with everybody else through social media, was a surprise to us. We immediately contacted the US ambassador, the government, through the ambassador.
You know, she's right to say it was a surprise. You know why? Because they felt that everything that they was doing, they were riding on eagle wings and nobody will checkmate them. They think that they have monopoly to disrespect the rule of law, do whatever they want to do, and nobody will question them. They think that Joseph Numa Breaker now, because of his age, so nobody is supposed to checkmate him. They think that when Joseph Numa Breaker misbehave, he's supposed to walk scot-free. We must be clapping for him in the street. Yeah, Joseph Numa Breaker, the odious man. Yeah, to ever become president of Liberia. Hey, they don't know that people are watching them. They don't know that people are watching their every move. So, foreign ministers say, and I know, if it is any serious government, the minister here will be questioned, will be sitting down before the president, and in fact, the president will even want to recall the particular minister here. No. If Joseph Numa Breaker is a serious person and this government is a serious government, just from this statement alone, you want to call her and say, hey, madam, what going on? What happened here? What happened here? Hey, we are in a mess. We are in a mess.
The news, along with everybody else through social media, was a surprise to us.
Was a surprise.
We immediately contacted the US ambassador, the government, through the ambassador, to ascertain as to the validity of what was being purported on social media. As of the weekend, the ambassador indicated to me that he had no information in relation to this and would seek more clarification. Subsequently,
Now, let me tell you something here that you don't know. You see, this is just to tell you that these people, they lied, and the light is catching up with them. Like I said on the page, the United States of America that I know, that I am in, that trains some of us by the grace of God. This country is a country that will look in your face and tell you that I am not answerable to you. I'm not answerable to you. The United States is not answerable to the Liberian government, especially knowing very well what is happening, what you've done. Look, you see, there are ways people communicate diplomatically. Let me put it this way. There are ways that people communicate diplomatically. The way you and I can speak on issue or about issue or use words is not how diplomats use words. That's why people are trained before entering the foreign service. You are trained because the language there is different. The terrain there is a complete different terrain. There are things you need to understand. And because we have friends and colleagues who are there, and some of the education that they gave us is what we also gave you. There are certain responses that when it is given, you, the common man, will not know that it's an insult. But the person who is in the diplomatic circle will know that it's an insult. Will know that it is an insult. They will be aware. They will know that the project tell you say, look, get off from here. I think you're talking that nonsense. We ain't get time for it, or we won't give you any attention. So just find somewhere to sit down. The man who is trained in that area, we already know. By profession, I'm a classroom teacher, right? At the play I get degree. When the man who is an engineer is talking, the jargon he will use or the language that he will use will be completely different from what I will use. And because I am not accustomed to that particular environment, some of the things that he will be saying will be strange. A friend of mine was telling me something. He said, Prince, I didn't know that this engineer, they have a way that they can eat money from you. You will never know. He said, do you know that the cement paper, that these guys have a way that they can call the cement paper some kind of name and we tell you, say, we need it. If you are not an engineer or you have no idea or you have nobody around you to be able to tell you, that cement paper, they will call it some kind of name and you will pay for it. And at the end of the day, it will be nothing for you to even buy, even in a store. So they have a name of calling. Some of you will know it. They have a name of calling. They say they can use the cement paper. They have the cement paper when you finish emptying the cement from in the bag or whatever it is. That paper, they can use it. I think the engineers, they can use it to do something. I don't know what they can use it to do, but they can use it to do something. Now, if you do not know, they get a jargon, they get a language that they can use. That, oh, we need to buy this. That thing gets certain words. So at the end of the day, if you are not an engineer or you have no idea or nobody around you to help you, they will come and tell you, say, oh, we need this. And because you don't know, you will take $40 or $50 and give it to them. As soon as you turn your pie, you tear that cement paper, take it, and do what they're supposed to do with it. So every area has its own jargon. So the response of the US ambassador to our foreign minister was an insult. And they were right. So Madam Sarah Besto Nyanti is telling her, oh, I think I contact the people say they ain't here. Well, listen to
As
her.
of the weekend, the ambassador indicated
Yeah.
to me that he had no information in relation to this. And
Because you are supposed to be aware, you are supposed to be on top of your game. You are not supposed to be asking US ambassador to give you information about especially this particular thing that is happening. So it means that the entire foreign affairs is not even on top of their game. They are not even aware. So you're asking the people to give you information. So the ambassador said, but I'm not even aware about that thing you're talking. That thing you're talking, I don't know about it. I'm begging you. I don't know about it. Saying you choose to be irresponsible, I'm not even aware. Don't come ask me. You asking US a crime that you knowingly commit, that you know that you are committing. Then you can't ask them. Say, oh, but waiting is this? So the ambassador told her, I'm not aware. Don't bring it to me. I'm begging, yeah, I'm not aware. I'm not aware. Such a major decision will be taken, and this ambassador will not be hinted. No, let's be fair now. Let's put everything aside, but let's be fair. You think this kind of major decision will be in the pipeline? This ambassador will not be aware. They will be aware. All of these ambassadors that you see for the US around the world, they are all security people. All of them. All of them. Until one out. All that they send around the world. All of them are to some extent informed. There are certain information they will choose to hold to their chest, and there are certain information they will choose to give you. They are not answerable to you. This is a disgrace. This is a disgrace. To go to the US embassy and say, oh, I want to see the ambassador, Mr. Ambassador, oh, and we hear something on news, oh, say they coming for visa restriction. What did he say? They knew where we hear that true news or that lie news. our own foreign service, our own head of the foreign department of Liberia is asking America, say, oh, I hear something on Facebook. So the Facebook thing are hearing, anything are hearing, you are hearing it. So how can what happening?
Seek more clarification. Subsequently, we issued a demarche to the US government that indicates that officially we have heard this from the reports from the New York Times that is been reported as a draft. We don't know if this is true or not, but should it be true, should it be valid, we then stipulated all the reasons why Liberia should not be on that list. We outline all of the steps that have been taken by Liberia over the last 1 year. We gave them succinctly to him and asked him to please look into it. That demarche has been issued. The US government has that demarche, and we look forward to hear from the US in relation to that. There are lots of speculations around why Liberia would be on that list, if that list is indeed true. And officially, we have heard this from the reports from the New York Times that is very ambassador indicated to me that he has the government through the ambassador to ascertain as to the validity of what was being purported on social media. As of the weekend, the ambassador indicated to me that he had no information in relation to this and would seek more clarification. Subsequently, we issued.
He had no information because he's not answerable to you, madam. He has no information because he is not answerable to you. You are not his boss. No, even the common men know the other diplomatic thing. That America, that country that we now you ask them, they will not answer. They answer when they want to answer. They say what they want to say. They will not be moved by whatever you say. You are supposed to know better. You are supposed to get that information to the extent that she is telling us that in fact she got the information from on New York Times. If you get that information from on New York Times, then you want to tell me your ambassadors that are here, the people who are working for you here in the foreign cycle, so they are not even aware. They could not even give you a hint. Then you asking the ambassador as if he is your information minister or he is the head of how you call Liberia at the UN or the Liberia ambassador in the US here that you are not even aware. Then you go into the ambassador to ask him. This is just to show how irresponsible these people are. That boy is very irresponsible. I'm telling you. Very, very irresponsible. The foreign people who should be giving us information is not even aware. There is no coordination. I want to welcome my sister Nina Kuya. How are you, Mama? We appreciate your presence here. Evelyn Collins, how are you? Aisata Mela, you are welcome, Mama. How's everything? To the extent you asking other people to give you information.
A demarche to the US government that information in relation to this and would seek more clarification. Subsequently, we issued a demarche to the US government that indicates that officially we have heard this from the reports from the New York Times that is been reported as a draft. We don't know if this is true or not, but should it be true, should it be valid, we then stipulated all the reasons why Liberia.
You issue a demarche on something that you don't know of. According to you say not true. Yeah, for New York Times. But you issue a demand, an official communication why you should not be part of that particular list. Something that you say here on Facebook, and you see how these people, they are very irresponsible, and you see how they are governing our country like a bunch of gangsters who just want to grab and go, and you see some of the things we're talking, and you see. It's almost like you tell somebody, say, oh my man, I hear they say, but then you act on the they say without authenticating, so to speak. They just put it that way, without authenticating. You finish writing. Who told you that Sarah Blessed Nyanti don't know? You can see it from her face. You see that Nyanti sitting down there, you can see it from his face. That they are aware. Failure for you to take responsibility and push the problem on other people that will lead you to where you will come in. So, because you don't want to take responsibility, you pretending like you don't know. The Unity Party is notorious for selling passport. They are very notorious. But let's listen.
Should not be on that list. We outline all of the steps that have been taken by Liberia over the last 1 year. We give them succinctly to him and ask him to please look into.
Yeah, all of the steps have been taken for the past 1 year. So why would you want to blame another government? You hear what the woman saying? That the foreign minister Sarah Besto Nyanti talking. So meaning that there were criteria that were given to them to fulfill in order for you not to be part of this listing. Look, when you listen to people, you will get to know the truth. Sometimes take your feeling from in what they are saying, right? And that's where some of us, by the grace of God, who are security people, who can listen very well, that's the place who can catch people. So when you listen to Sarah Besto Nyanti, you will know that they told her that look, these are the things that you are supposed to do in order for you not to be part of the listing. No, don't believe me. Let's go back again and listen to it. You were here talking that we were informed ahead of time what we are supposed to do in order for our need not to be on the listing. But today you come and blame President Weah. No, listening to Madam Sarah Besto Nyanti, not to me. Let's take our own time. Let's listen. You were here talking. By profession, I'm a teacher. That's what I'm supposed to do, to make you to understand, to explain it in a way that you will be able to understand. So let's go back and you listening to her. You will hear her saying that they were informed, they told them to do X, Y, Z, and as far as she is concerned, they've done it. Don't believe me. Listen to her.
Should it be valid? We then stipulated all the reasons why Liberia should not be on that list. We outline all of the steps that have been taken by Liberia over the last 1 year. We give them succinctly to him and ask him to please look into it.
You hear it? We've taken all of the steps that should have been taken or that we're supposed to take for the past 1 year. What are some of the steps? You know, Joseph Numa Boyka government is filled with lies. They will tell you that they will do this, but they will not do it. They will tell you that we are doing this, but forget it. They're not doing it. Some of the step was recall. Let's just put it that way. Recall all the diplomatic passport. This government did that. They did it thinking that they were deceiving the international community, not only they were deceiving themselves. So they did not do it. They did not do it. Because when you listen to Madam Sarah Besto Nyanti, she said, those things that we're supposed to do, we finished doing it. And that was a complete lie. You operating with a man like Boyka, who is a notorious liar. They papier who can lie for sport. Uno sport where you can play. The lie. The lie. You are operating with them man, you need to be very careful. Because when he tell you, say, I'm going, that coming, or he running. No, listen. When you listen, look, you will get to know that they were informed. Who told you that? Now they get looking for a way to put it on the CDC. Not the CDC. They shouldn't put it on the CDC. That did it one. And I will tell you why this thing is coming. But first, I want us to listen to this clip. You know, when you listen, when you take everything out of your mind, the anger and whatever, you can get the truth in what people are saying. That's why some of us, we listen to people more than we talk. Because when you listen, you will get that person's heart. When you listen to people, you will hear from their inner self what is actually in them. You will hear it. Some of us listen now because we ain't get word to talk when people are talking to us or with us. But we listen because we want to learn. We want to hear what their hearts, the deep part of their heart, what is inside. So listening to Madam Besto Nyanti,
government that indicates
Sometimes it will take you 2 or 3 times before you can get the actual message. But our plan here is to make you to get the real message. We're not come here to come play fun. We're not come here to come mesmerize or entertain you. We come here so you can learn. So we take our own time.
that officially we have heard this from the reports from the New York Times that is been reported as a draft. We don't know if this is true or not, but should it be true, should it be valid, we then stipulated all the reasons why Liberia should not be on that list. We outline all of the steps that have been taken by Liberia over the last 1 year.
Yeah.
We give them.
They outline the steps. So meaning that they were even giving a hint that this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do. Yeah. Let's go ahead.
Succinctly to him and ask him to please look into it. That demarche has been issued. The U.S. government has that demarche, and we look forward to hear from the U.S. in relation to that. There are lots of speculations around why Liberia would be on that list, if that list is indeed true. And I want to stress the point of if it is indeed true. And why do I stress that? I stress it because we have other lists circulating around here about deportations and so forth, mass deportation and all of that. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Yeah. For yourself. That they told them and outlined to them what they are supposed to do. They received the hint ever since. This government have gone 1 year plus, and you listening to what the minister said. But these people will lie. They seen lie that they lied to us, they carrying it to international people. When the international people say do, they say, yeah, no problem, we'll do it. But at the end of the day, it will be a complete lie. They will not do it. And you see how disjointed this government is. And you see. The first thing the US was able to tell you that you did not do, stop interfering in the judiciary. Stop interfering. Look, let me tell you now. Let me take this from here. Let me take this from here. These were some of the things that they told you. The United States told you as a government that we have spent too much on Liberia. Financially, whatever way, to build this institution. The United Nations and us, other countries, we spend plenty to ensure that we build these institutions. Stop using your executive influence to try to subdue the court. Did you do it? No, you did not. Stop interfering in the legislative branch of government. Did you do that? No, you not do it. Stop disrespecting the rule of law and killing your own people. Did you do it? No, you did not do it. Stop giving your passports to criminals and gangs. Did you do it? No, you did not do it. Joseph Numa Boyka brought a Senegalese. I am not against a Senegalese coming to our country, benefiting from our country. I'm not against that. But you must go through the process. It should not be because your girlfriend is a political advisor, so she bring you in and say, you took our diplomatic passports and you gave it to a Senegalese. I am not against a Senegalese. Listen, you, I'm not against. Liberia is a land for all free black men. That's what Liberia was created for, or what that country is, what it is. It's a home for every black man, for every free man. You can go there go through the process. But there are processes you have to go through. So Mandela Cooper brought in her boyfriend and said, Mr. Boyka made a man to be our sport ambassador. That man is passing around with Liberian passport, doing all kind of clandestine deeds. Interpol are watching some of these people. Then you come back and say, all the things where they tell us to do, we finish doing it. You have quote unquote a Nigerian. I am not against Nigerian, like I said today. I'm not against Nigerian. They are our brothers. Once they enter Liberia through illegal means and they want to be citizens through the legal means, that's good. They can be and benefit from everything as enshrined in our constitution. But you bring in a Nigerian whose nationality is questionable and made him to become our ambassador on trade. That man moving around. The man racking from opium to cocaine, from whatever thing to whatever thing. He just moving, he just racking, he just selling, he just going. He get Liberian passport. You think Interpol is now watching? You think they are not observing? You think they don't know? You think they cannot see or they can hear? You think there are not coordinations in the security sector? Let me tell you something here today. Some of you are security people that you don't even know that you are security. Some of you are disseminating information to the US government or to security apparatus without even knowing that you are giving information to them. You don't even know. Some of you are your own security on yourself. If you don't know, there are people who are just paid to monitor this thing they call social media. If you don't know today, there are people who are paid for that. It's a work all by itself. They monitor people Facebook pages. They get information. They are paid for that. There's a whole department that is set up for that. So some of you are reporting on yourself, not even knowing that you're reporting on yourself. Oh yeah. You are telling other people about what is happening to you, not even knowing that you're telling other people. So people are observing, people are watching the way this government is proceeding. When you get Joseph Newman Boyka doing everything to subdue other people, Liberia now is the only country on earth that I know about that get two speakers. Two speakers. Under the watch of Joseph Newman Boyka. Then you are saying you do not deserve what you are going through. Liberia is the only country where I see the president will tell somebody, say, you are a corrupt official. I am going to sack you. But then in the net, they will go to that same person and say, I get 300,000 for you. I'm begging you. Take the thing from in the court. Let's sit down, we'll talk. I'll give you the 300,000. Then you asking me why is it that these things are happening? Liberia is the only country that I know somebody will be involved in the act of corruption. We work our money, say I resign. And that person will not be taken to court and people will be clapping for the man. Say, yeah, the man got character, the man resign. Joseph Newman Boyka is just a useless old man, yeah? And that's why we here for him. We here with him. Liberia is the only country that you will praise an old man who tell people who stole from you to go home and go sit down. Somebody told me the last time, they said, my man, Mr. Boyka said, all right. Because I leave people who it is alleged that they are corrupt, you suspend them. That suspension we here for. That's what we here for. That suspension we here for. That's what we here for. We're not here for suspension. You know what we here for? We're here for people to account for their actions so that it can serve as a deterrent to who be doers in the future. That's what we're here for. So the fools will look at you and will tell you, say, but during President Weah time, and President Weah not suspend, and you see, just like you might break out suspend all official then. Who told you? President Weah even sacked people. That suspension we here for, or we here for people to account for their actions. So you think the US government spend all of this money to come, for you to come, you old men to come and disrespect the rule of law? You think the US government, they spend their resources, their time, their effort and energy in helping to build our institution for you, the old man who has been a liability throughout your life, to come and destroy everything? You think they will sit down and fold their arms? And you can't, you say you're looking for somebody to put blame on. I would be surprised if Joseph Newman Boyka don't put the blame on anybody and take the blame. I would be one of the most surprised person on the planet Earth if this government will ever one day stand up to beat their chest and say, yeah, we take the blame for this. Me, I will be the number one surprised person on the planet Earth. Because even the man who is the head or heading this government is a man that will never want to take the blame. He always want for other people to be bad while he be good. So what do you expect from this government? What do you really expect from this government? It is more than that. Information always there, and I know where the information. All the people get the information. Then I want no information. I want no foreign affairs minister say, and I know about you. And I know I see it on the newspaper. And the time I see on the newspaper, I read, and I was telling them, say, what? This is a shame and a disgrace on us as a people, as a nation, that our people do not even know what is happening in the international cycle. That they don't even know. Vavi, you are welcome. Oh wow, okay. Vavi from okay. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you. Yeah, let me put this here. Thank you. So it is a shame for a government not to even be aware of what is happening in the international circle. You're not even aware. You are not even aware. This is a shame and a disgrace. But when you get a government that lies about everything, they want to lie about everything. That's what become of it. You asking why you own yellow lace or whatever lace you own, when you are disrespecting the rule of law, when your police are killing people and nobody is to be held accountable, when every day, imagine in prison, people are dying. In prison. Ishaka Saw, how are you? Sylvester, you are welcome. Chris, how are you? Obina, how are you? Frank O. Gongano Molba, you are welcome. So at the end of the day, you think you expect people to tell you what you know you are supposed to do? No, they will not tell you. No, they will not tell you. They will not tell you. Don't expect them to tell. These people lie on everything. Every least chance that they have, they lie. They lie. Because they want to prove to the world that for them, they have the experience, they understand governance. The repercussion of disrespecting our international partner is coming at these people. When ECOWAS came and said, Mr. Boyka, take your hand from in this whole legislative, how you call saga. Stop. You did not listen. It's more than what you are seeing. You disrespected your traditional allies, so to speak, because they see America, you're running behind, say, oh, America will post sanction, America will do this, America will do that. The America now, you say, must do this, must do that. You voted against the same America. For that, I'm not going to talk about it today because of time. You voted against the same America. But then you can't stand to ask questions. Oh, what are we doing on the list here? You don't know what you're doing there. He almost like, in Liberia, right? Which I do not support. I think more violence is something that should never be encouraged by anybody. Even if the person is a criminal, when such person is apprehended, you go to the police station. That is the best way. I do not encourage anybody taking law into their own hands or beating people. No, I do not encourage that. But it's almost like a criminal who is caught. And then when people beating them, they say, well, what I do? What I do? What I do? Now just a human burger government looking. They know very well what they did. They know for which people beating them. They know for which they are getting all of these backlash. But they say that, they say, well, what I do? Where we do now? For one now, what we do? Why you treat holiday? What we do? You don't know what you do. You don't know. Disrespecting the rule of law. Institution that is supposed to be part of the executive to be able to checkmate the executive. You allow people who have dubious records to hold our passport and passing around. I thought Joseph Newman Boyka said he recall all of our passport. They were behind people calling people, oh, you bring the passport here. You don't go the passport. Oh, you bring the passport here. We have the article. We have the news. Let me bring it to my people. Yeah, let bring the information here so you can see it. Yeah, is it? Uh, yeah, is it? Yeah, is it? Let me just bring it to you right here. Just bear with me. Let me, Sunny, so I can bring the information. When we're speaking here, we let it bring you all of the facts so you can see it. Here is it. And you see the information right here. Where are we? Okay, fine. Okay, I see. Sorry. I'm sorry, my people. Now, what we do here, we want to bring you the facts and all of the information that we are supposed to bring you. So just bear with us. Oh, why? It says, okay, let me remove this from studio. Remove this from studio. And then be left with only this. Okay, fine. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so here is it. Here is it. Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Minister of Foreign Affairs. This was April the 24th, 2024. Here is it. Ministry of Foreign Affairs concludes comprehensive replacement program. Yeah. Comprehensive replacement program. They say they finish concluding it. Here is it. Look here. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs announces the successful conclusion of the comprehensive replacement program for diplomatic, official, and civil passports, both at home and abroad. Minister of Foreign Affairs Sarah Beslo Nyanti affirms the ministry's commitment to upholding the security and integrity of Liberian passports to prevent unauthorized access. Please be advised that pursuant to ministerial directive, any such passport not presented by the specified deadline are now invalid. The minister underscores the critical role this document plays in national security and the personal safety of Liberian citizens. It can be recalled, the government of Liberia, through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, suspend the July 2023 reverse passport regulation and reinstated the March 2016 passport regulation. The passport replacement initiative began on March the 19th, 2024, and was successfully completed on April the 18th, 2024. Minister calls on all Liberians to continue their cooperation with the ministry to enhance and preserve the international standing of our nation. Here is it. Let me copy it right here and put it right on the page here. Here is it. And we tell you something here. We are not just talking because we want to talk, but we have the facts. That's why we talk. We have all of the facts. That's why we want to talk. We do extensive research to be able to bring you the facts. Just that sometimes, our busy schedule, So here is it. Yes, Madam Sarah Beslo Nyanti. Here is it. So why would you want to blame the CDC? Why would you want to blame the CDC for a problem that you call? You say, according to you, you accuse the CDC government. Say, the people are giving passport today, all that, and you lie. So because of that, you are recalling all of the passports. So you recalled. After recalling, how can now the passport stay in the hands of criminals? How can the passport enter in the hands of Joe Poto? No, let Joe Poto here, a renowned criminal, according to what we gather, that guy own gang that he can give them Liberian passport through how you call whatever dubious means. Hey, uncle there. So uncle there. So let's bring you this. Where is this? I'm coming. Let me bring you this. Joe Poto. Let me bring you in. Let me see. Tokyo police arrest. Okay, fine. That's good. Here is it. A front page Africa here. When we come here, we must bring you the facts. We must bring you true, nothing but the truth. So help us, God. Move this thing from here. Okay. Here is it. Look at the information here on front page Africa. Here's the front page Africa article. November 15, 2024. Here is it. Tokyo police arrest UP government operative in cash swap. And you see here? And you see? That Joe Poto here. That Joe Poto. Joe Poto get a whole gang. And you see here? Here's the article. You took Liberia diplomatic passport and gave it to Joe Poto. At the end of the day, Joe Poto too also recommending some other people you can call a nephew or whoever he is to Joe Boyka Jr. and say, my man, because that Joe Boyka Jr. now, he is the new foreign minister on the block to recommend people for diplomatic passport. How that ball looking there? That how Joseph Numa Boyka Jr. looking like? Why your brother Tatam in the drug business, he the one that draw law in Liberia now. He is said to, he the one now that people can reach to and say, oh man, I want diplomatic passport. And he say, okay, no problem, you will get it. That joke photo. That the article here. Because when we tell you, we say, here is the article. Let go ahead. Let the article right here from Front Page Africa. Front Page Africa has gathered that a Liberian Joe Poto has been arrested in Japan for reportedly duping a Japanese businessman of over $83,000 after giving him fake gold. The story all down here. I'm going to go through all that story, read all the story. No. I'm going through that one. Yeah. I'm going through that. Yes, that's the story. That's the story right here. That's the story. When we bring facts, it's not because we hate people, but it's because we have to inform our people. My own love, Josephine Seon, how are you? Love you so much. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you. We need to talk, oh, Jojo. We need to talk, Mama. Yeah, you know, I will call you. I will call you. You don't need to give me a call. I will call you. So look at what is happening. You are seeing this information. Just most recent. Now, ever since any are talking about that, the reason why we are talking about. So, yeah, recent one. You taking Liberian passport and giving it to criminals. Joseph Numa Boyka Jr. is flying around the place with criminals, giving them Liberian passport. And you asking what happened. You are disrespecting the rule of law. But you asking what happened, what did we do? Fellow Liberians, we are going to have here on Wednesday our brother J. Randy Dapo, who's going to be discussing some other very key issues and other people we're going to be having. I want to encourage all of you. Let's get ready. And I want to also say you can support us by sending stars. I didn't even know that the page here has stars. You can send stars. So we'll appreciate you sending us stars. Yesterday, we were on our CDC topic, but we had to stop because I had, an emergency and abrupt interruption. So I had to stop it. But tomorrow, we'll be here just for the CDC and nothing else. It is sad to see that. Anyway, I will leave it. But my people, time have caught up with us. We got to go and do our lay 1-2-1-2. So until we meet again, I want to say God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for the support. For those of you who send stars for us, we want to recognize our sister, Sarah Nyimpan. Thank you so very kindly for sending stars for us. We appreciate you. Thank you so very well. We want to say, all right, so that is that. We want to say thanks to all of you. Until we meet again, my people, I want to say thank you. God bless you. We appreciate you, and bye from our end.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg the money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.